He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it for Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre, touchdown. Frazier wins it. The championship.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome into high school football on WOTM. I'm Jim L. Abram, the Ox Foundation High School Game of the Week. We're in Legion Stadium in Sylacauga with a wet night for B.B. Comer and Fayetteville. It is homecoming for tonight. And Zach Abrams joins me tonight. Zach, it's a rainy night in Sylacauga, Alabama.
That is true, and that's going to be a huge factor in the game because the ball is going to be really slippery, probably going to be hard to throw it, probably going to be a lot of fumbles, but we'll see. No doubt about it. B.B. Comer 5-1 on the season and need a big win tonight. It's homecoming for the Tigers, and a lot of the old grads back in town for tonight's game, and should be a good one. The impact players are coming up tonight, and there they are. Jacob Bice, a tight end for Fayetteville. He's a 6 foot, 190-pound senior. He's a two-way starter, team captain, and he is a power hitter for B.B. Comer. Number 8, Devonte Carmichael. He's a quarterback, and he's a do-it-all quarterback, 5'7", 150-pound junior. Two-way starter, dual-threat quarterback, and he's a very crafty defensive player as well. We'll see a lot of that tonight. Brought to you by Lori Darling, our impact player of the night. And we continue with more. You look at some of the homecoming favorites here tonight. We got Fayetteville and B.B. Comer coming up next from Legion Stadium.
While you're at home with family for the next few weeks, don't put off scheduling home repairs. Call Ox Foundation for a free estimate. With more time at home, you tend to notice things you haven't in the past. Mold and moisture in your basement or crawl space, uneven driveways, stair-step cracks in your exterior brick, uneven floors and doors. If your home is showing weakness, it's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Stay strong, Alabama.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune in to WOTM every Thursday night at 7 for the AHSAA WOTM Game of the Week. WOTM available to every cable TV provider in the state. If WOTM is not currently a part of your provider's channel lineup, call and request WOTM. On Thursday, October 15th, the Gordo Green Wave travels to Fayette to take on the Fayette County Tigers. WOTM, your exclusive TV home for the football Super 7 and basketball, baseball, and softball championships.
Without our contest officials, we would have no contest. I truly encourage our parents to be a shining example of sportsmanship regarding our contest officials and setting an example for everyone, as well as coaches and fans across this state, to treat our officials with respect.
Welcome back to Legion Stadium in Sylacauga, moments away from B.B. Comer and Fayetteville. It's homecoming for the Tigers, 5-1 overall, 3-1 in region play 2A. The Wolves 2-4 and 1-3 in Class 2A in Region 4 as well. That's Coach Adam Fawcett of the B.B. Comer Tigers, and Coach Fawcett in his third year at B.B. Comer, led them to a playoff last year, and trying to pick up the speed a little bit more this year. And you know, he got his first head coaching job up at Winterboro, a team they beat a couple of weeks ago. And Coach Fawcett, he is all business, and he has got his Tigers ready for this game tonight, and looking forward to a rainy night. They'd rather have a rainy night. They like to run the football. A power football team is this B.B. Comer Tiger football team, and coming in 5-1. Of course, Coach John Limbaugh, a veteran of coaching. He is the head football coach and athletic director at Fayetteville High School, and John's a great guy, and he is a pastor down at Fayetteville United Methodist Church as well. He's led this team for several years, and he believes this Wolf team can still get the playoffs. They got to run the table, but it's a must-win tonight for Coach Limbaugh and the Fayetteville Wolves here in Sylacauga at Legion Stadium tonight. So a big one coming up for you. A pregame show brought to you by, of course, our friends down at Dixie Drug Company. Registered pharmacist Ray McDermott. He presents a pregame show, and you see the Tigers, Zach getting ready to come out on the field. And the Tigers dressed in black and coming in 5-1, 3-1 in region play, and real possibility to make some noise in this region. And the Tigers, Zach, have got a lot of good football players, including a guy you call the Beast.
Yes, sir, they have Rafael Johnson at running back. He is the absolute beast. He played very well last year, and I think he's going to play very well this year.
No doubt about it. B.B. Comer and Fayetteville getting set for the kickoff, and it is a wet night in Sylacauga, Alabama. There's the quarterback for the Fayetteville Wolves, and you know, this Fayetteville team knows what lies before them. I talked with Coach Limbaugh this morning, and he talked about the importance of getting off on the right foot. And this young quarterback, Pacey DeLoach, he's a guy that can get them going. He's 6'2", 175-pound junior, and he's got some experience, and they look forward to him making some big plays tonight for the Fayetteville Wolves. B.B. Comer won the toss and elected to kick off with a short kick taken in at the 47-yard line, and it will have great field position from there. The Wolves coming in with a 2-4 mark. They and B.B. Comer now in the same region for the first time in a while. They played several times, but in region play this year. So here's DeLoach to the line of scrimmage. Not much happening off left tackle, Zach.
Not much at all.
On the carry for the Wolves. They try to get some running game inside, and not much working there with Brady Ritchie. Just underway from Legion Stadium in Sylacauga, second down.
Takes the snap.
Pitch to the outside. Here's Ritchie again. He tracks across midfield and runs into Tiger territory at about the 47-yard line or so. Ritchie, a hard runner.
Gain 4 yards.
And he gets on the corner and lowers that shoulder.
Brings up 35 for Fayetteville.
He made the Tiger defender pay for that one. Dixie Drug with DeLoach and Ritchie and Zeke DeLoach, White and Bryant and Vice and Presley. Pitch to the near side this time and wrapped up.
Behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of game.
Yep, that was a big, big tackle. And it just drove the offensive line back. Defensively, Zach, you got Lee, Odom, Anderson, Carpenter, Carmichael, Murphy, Price, Harris, James Carmichael, Rafael Johnson, and Deleon Welch. That's the Dixie Drug Company starting lineup.
Here comes Fayetteville.
Want to run the football. And they punt it out of there, and it's blocked. B.B. Comer's going to pick it up. Got some running room into the end zone. So B.B. Comer first on the board. And the Tigers with a block punt. And that's Kamar Harris, the freshman, who picked it up and run it in. That's a pretty good start.
Yep, touchdown on a blocked field goal. Not really how you expect to start a game.
The block punt.
Punt.
And Harris takes it in. B.B. Comer on the board, leading 6-0, 9:54 to go in the first quarter. There's a lot of people in. You could have had 2 or 3 different ones that blocked that.
And
2-point conversion is good as well. B.B. Comer off to a good start, leading by a score of 8-0 early, and the block punt gets the Tigers in the end zone. And so B.B. Comer with 9:54 to go in the first quarter leads it by a score of 8-0. And live football action coming up. It's Pinson Valley and Clay Chalkville. That'll be the re-air Saturday. That'll be at 9 a.m. of course, and it's coming up Friday night live. It'll be Pinson Valley and Clay Chalkville, and 2 top teams in their classification. And you can see that game right here on My 68 coming up next week. B.B. Comer leads it 8-0 as the Tigers prepare to kick off. Well, Fayetteville knew, Zach, coming in that they had to do a lot of things right to stay in this game tonight.
Yeah, and letting B.B. Comer do that ain't one of them.
Nope.
He will kick it out of bounds, though.
I don't know if that touched a Fayetteville player before it skidded out of bounds. Apparently not. B.B. Comer's not known for their strength and their kicking game. It
That
has
is true.
improved, but Devonte Carmichael and Carmichael on the special teams in for B.B. Comer, and it's marked at the 37-yard line. So Fayetteville has it, trailing 8-0. 9:54 to go in the first quarter. Fayetteville always brings a big crowd wherever they go, and they brought a big crowd tonight. DeLoach
Taking the snap on first down.
moved the chains down. Now they mark it at the 42-yard line. I thought it was touched back up there. 42-yard line, 1st and 10. DeLoach turns, first man through. Not much running room. B.B. Comer stacks it up pretty good.
Brady Ritchie there.
Just too much Tiger defenders in the trenches and not much running room at all. So 2nd down. B.B. Comer 8, Fayetteville nothing, just underway here at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga.
Takes the snap on 2nd down.
Drop and throw, he fires, and it's way short up at midfield. And that's what happens on a rainy night. You can't get a good grip on the football, and he threw it well short. So the stop, the pass incomplete, and stops the clock. He'll get to play from the sideline. Coach Reed, been with Fayetteville a long time. He helps Coach Limbaugh very, very much. So 3rd down and long. B.B. Comer with a block punt and a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Throwing the football, got a man open across midfield. 1st down, 44-yard line. Nice throw and catch then. See the replay there, and just a great route run. And he put it on the money too, and that's a big throw and catch. That's Zeke DeLoach on the reception. And first down. As the Wolves on the move.
Hands it off.
Nothing. Gonna be tough to run between the tackles against this B.B. Comer defense. On the tackle, Rafael Johnson, along with 54, Hagan DeLee. So 2nd down and 10.
Fayetteville's got to pick up their run game.
You would hope that they're going to be able to do that. have thrown a couple of balls and got a timeout here, looks like. Yeah, BB Comer leading 8-0 over the Fayetteville Wolves. Back after this.
A funeral service represents a family's final farewell to their loved ones. Knowing this, we go beyond what is expected to ensure the ceremony is beautiful and memorable, a truly fitting tribute to that special life. We invite you to visit us to meet our staff and tour our renovated facility complete with a new dining area and catering services. We've been serving the people of this area for over 40 years, and we think that you'll be pleased to find that making lasting impressions remains our first priority. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.
Don't just dream it. Call Family Savings Credit Union. Right now, get something you want for as low as 2.24% APR. You can even apply online or by phone. Family Savings Credit Union, where your money grows with you and your family.
Casey DeLoach, the quarterback, he plays both ways for the Wolves. A lot of these Wolves players do. A little razzle-dazzle here, and they try to throw it to DeLoach. Is off his back shoulder, incomplete. So Fayetteville trying a little fancy stuff, and Coach Fawcett talked about this yesterday. He said, hey, they'll do a lot of things that is unexpected. And that was one of those right there, a little razzle-dazzle play, but it falls incomplete.
I also believe that was Philly special.
Yeah.
Certainly looked like it.
Third down and 11. DeLoach, low snap, step to throw, steps up in the pocket now and rolls away from pressure. Pulls it down, slips away one tackler. Rumbling across 35, he got the first down. Great run and good field presence by Pacey DeLoach, who looked like he was going to be sacked, and gets away from the defender and runs it all the way for a first down. Penalty on the Wolves, however, may bring this back, but a great run by DeLoach. And that will be marked back against the Wolves. So Zach, all for nothing.
Yep. Got a great play, but got to watch them flags.
Yep. Coach Limbaugh walking the sideline. And I asked Coach Limbaugh about how he is a pastor here in the area and how he balanced pastoring and coaching football. He said, I just want those officials to do the right thing. I don't think he was too happy about that one.
I don't either.
Yeah. So the penalty is against Fayetteville, and they'll mark that one off. And so great run by DeLoach is negated with a penalty. We'll try it all over again. 7:59 with the clock stopped. BB Comer 8, Fayetteville nothing. A lot of great sponsors bring you high school football. We're going to get to those in just a couple of moments. Here's DeLoach, three-step drop, steps up in the pocket, now throws deep down the field into double coverage, incomplete.
Hit as he threw, and just a little too far.
Had a receiver down there, but good coverage too. That is Bryant trying to get down and make the reception, but it was a little too long. But Fayetteville not afraid to throw it down the field on a wet night.
Not afraid to throw a ball.
It was homecoming for BB Comer. We saw a number of the homecoming court a little bit earlier. Jimmy Yoder out on the field. He's a local businessman here. Going to punt this one out. That's a low punt, and whistles blow, and officials are going to come over to the sideline and talk about this one. Get the call from the referee. Against the defense. Still bring up fourth down. I guess they call that a dead ball. That was a low line drive. That could take somebody's head off. had their punt blocked the first time, and BB Comer ran it in for a score.
I don't think they want that to happen this time.
No, I wouldn't think so. Pace of DeLoach. After the visit with the sideline with Coach Reed. Try to punt it again. He'll stand at his 45. He's going to roll, and he's going to try to make something out of it, and he's not going to make it. BB Comer will take over on downs at the 38-yard line. So again, Fayetteville not afraid to roll the dice.
Fake punt, but didn't work. Good effort. Almost got away, but
BB Comer wasn't fooled.
Nope.
And had several guys around to really slow that down, including Drew Hallman. Here's Devonte Carmichael, the junior quarterback, and Carmichael can load it up and throw it too. But their forte is running the football. And Rafael Johnson, he is one of the best around. The officials stop play just for a minute. They wave that flag off. Try to get something going. 39-yard line, 1st and 10. BB Comer leading 8-0. Here comes Carmichael. Carmichael's got some speed, and he's taken down. I think that's Dixie Drug with a look at the offense. That's Chris Garrett on the carry for BB Comer, by the way. And it's Carmichael, Price, Johnson, Carmichael, Welch, Harris, Wilson, Anderson, Hallman, Carpenter, and DeLee for BB Comer. Again, on the carry is Chris Garrett. Picked up 3 or 4 yards. Fayetteville defense with Barrett, Ogle, Ritchie, Keat, Vice, Brady Ritchie, Luke White, who's a good one, Bryant, DeLoach, Holmes, and Phillips make up the Wolves starting defense. Brought to you by Dixie Drug Company. Registered pharmacist Ray McDermott, who's been a licensed pharmacist for 60 years. He's older than Vincent Early times 2. 8-0 BB Comer. With a 2nd down and 9. Whistles blow. Coach Fawcett and Coach Limbaugh both talked about penalties. And they talk about this late in the year, you should have the penalties kind of under control a little bit, but here's a delay of game against BB Comer, and Coach Fawcett is not happy about that. He doesn't say a whole lot, but when he says something, he wants your attention. So delay a game against the Tigers.
Take the snap at the 35. He will hand it off.
Fake. Carmichael's going to keep it himself. Looking downfield, midfield, spinning, falling forward to the 49-yard line. He'll have a Tiger 1st down. And first down for the Tigers.
Great run on the read option.
He got good speed and good vision and falls forward for the 1st down. BB Comer 8, Fayetteville nothing. Low snap.
Hands it off to Garrett.
Garrett keeps running. He's inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. We talked about Garrett. Garrett's a big, strong back. And he gives the Tigers a 1-2 punch with Rafael Johnson. 6:20 to go. BB Comer doing what they like to do, run the football. Up the middle,
that's Chris Garrett.
Forward, and it takes 5 or 6 guys to get Garrett down. He's a big load.
Sure can't take him down easy.
BB Comer with points off of a blocked punt. And they picked it up and ran it in for the touchdown. With the 2-point conversion, this is where we are, 8-0, 5:50 to go in the quarter. Second down and about 4. Here's Rafael Johnson, and he's on the corner, one man to beat. He cuts down the sideline. He dances near the end zone. Rafael Johnson in the Sarah red zone, Sarah Automotive on Highway 280. And Rafael Johnson shows why he's one of the top backs in the state. He cuts outside and then kicks in the afterburners.
He shows why he deserves the name The Beast.
No doubt about it. Rafael Johnson, the senior, and he stayed the course at BB Comer. He was with this team when they were not so good, and running back there was stopped up. They didn't block so good right there for BB Comer. Deep inside Fayetteville territory around the 1 yard line. So it'll be second down and goal. A few years ago, this is the third year that Coach Fawcett has been at the helm for the Tigers and trying to get this program turned around. Easy walk in for the touchdown for B.B. Comer and Devonte Carmichael.
Great play there to fool the defense.
He did indeed do that. He just rolls and keeps it himself and fool the Wolf defenders, and it's 14-0. This portion of high school football brought to you by August Barbecue. 2-point conversion again, and is stopped short. So as we come back up the field, B.B. Comer leading by a score of 14-0. As we continue from Legion Stadium in Sylacauga, you see Carmichael going in for the touchdown. 14-0 B.B. Comer. Back to the stadium after this.
In Alabama, there are two things we take serious: football and barbecue. And at August Barbecue, we take our business serious. Our meat is smoked daily to give you the freshest and best quality. Ask about our daily vegetable specials. And don't forget about our beef brisket, served up every Thursday and Friday. We have a great outdoor seating area to enjoy the best live music around every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Great service, great atmosphere, and great food. August Barbecue, you can taste the difference.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Kickoff taken in about the 20-yard line as B.B. Comer leads it by a score of 14-0. And Zach Fayetteville's got to get untracked here. Their 6'2", 175-pound junior quarterback, Pacey Deloach, has had some good plays, but B.B. Comer stopped the running game.
That is true. They need to get back in this game.
High school football is brought to you by the Lily on Broadway in Sylacauga for all your holiday floral arrangements, from wreaths to all kinds of beautiful, beautiful gifts at the Lily on Broadway in Sylacauga. First down and 10 for the Wolves. Pitching outside, B.B. Comer sliding down and makes a good stop as they get the ball carrier out of bounds. And B.B. Comer did a good job just sliding along the defensive line, and no running room for Fayetteville there. And the Wolves will have second and long.
I believe that is Luke White.
Yep. Luke's a good football player.
Second and 13.
Plays both ways. And he's a good young man to have on this team. Coach Limbaugh thinks very highly of Luke. Second down and long, low snap. Pitch and catch. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So minimal gain for the Wolves.
That catch by Zeke Deloach.
Bring up third down now.
Great throw by Pacey DeLoach to Zeke DeLoach.
Third down, 3 yards to gain.
3rd and 4. With 3:47 remaining in the first quarter. Possession down for Fayetteville. We're going to go a little reverse handoff, and they got a first down. That was a nice play there. The Wolves run it up inside and get the first down. It's an first down. And Camden Keaton, he's a Valley View Church of God guy. He's a good running back. Both hands on the football. Good to see Camden doing good tonight. He's got the Fayetteville first down. Do you know Camden at Valley View?
Yes, sir, I do.
37-yard line. Another nice run. So Fayetteville opening it up a little bit with their running game, and that's good to see.
That was Luke White again.
Harris makes a tackle.
Taking it for a pretty good gain.
Pretty good hold there. Fayetteville open it up on B.B. Comer's defensive side, right side. If you can get 4 or 5 yards first down, you're doing good.
Yep.
2:40 to go. Pick up a 4, 2nd and 6. 14-0. B.B. Comer with the lead. Homecoming tonight for the Tigers at Legion Stadium. B.B. Comer shifts their defense. Step up, throwing deep down the sideline, and it is overthrown, incomplete. Good coverage by B.B. Comer as Jesse Graham down there on coverage. He's a freshman. Just over the outstretched arms.
That was the intended receiver, Luke White.
Yep, they tried to get it to Luke for sure. Clock stops with the incompletion.
Fayetteville has 3rd and 6 yards to gain.
Hope you're enjoying the game so far, and homecoming it is for the B.B. Comer Tigers. Watching it live here on television. Uh-oh, busted play, and boy, the quarterback, Pacey DeLoach, is busted down too. That didn't have a chance. It was messed up from the start. Uh-oh. B.B. Comer would have nothing to do with it.
They didn't fool the defense that time.
4th down and 6 yards to go.
It was head-to-head then. There's a big guy right there who makes the difference.
Tell you one thing, definitely fooled me. I didn't even know what was going on.
Zach Carpenter, number 65, the big defensive tackle. He got your name.
Yep, that's my name.
Going punt, and it's a better punt than they've had the last couple of times. It'll roll inside the 25, inside the 20, and roll to the 18-yard line. So DeLoach with a good punt there. August Barbecue. Have you had their brisket from August Barbecue? It is out of this world. And they feed the crew here at WOTM and WOIL. It's just fantastic. They got 2 stores, one in Childersburg, one in Sylacauga. August Barbecue all day long. You know that is good barbecue. They got turkey. Have you ever tried their cake? My goodness. You can tell I've tried it a few times. Haven't you, Zach? Their cake, August Barbecue?
Yeah, I kind of like their chocolate cake.
Nice run again. And, you know, a guy that has done it year in and year out is Rafael Johnson.
The Beast.
Yep, the Beast. He is a guy who, when he came in here to B.B. Comer, they were not very good. And he has stayed with it. And Coach Fawcett has taught him, and he is a great football player now. The Beast, Rafael Johnson. He's got it again. He's got great breakaway speed, but when he lowers that shoulder, you see how strong he is. Good gracious. And first down for Rafael Johnson. Isolated look at it now. And Johnson he just runs over people sometimes. There he is.
The Beast carrying around about 4 or 5 players. You can tell that's why he earned his nickname.
14-0. The Tigers on the march at their 43. Busted play. Carmichael keeps it himself. He tries to get outside. He got a little running room. Now dances inside and falls forward to the 49. That was all Devonte Carmichael.
Close to midfield. 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Might get another play off, but not for sure on this.
They don't have to.
No. High school football is brought to you by a lot of our great sponsors. We'll get to some of those in just a minute as the first quarter is coming to a close. BB Comer leads it in the break by a score of 14-0.
In Alabama, there are two things we take serious: football and barbecue. And at August Barbecue, we take our business serious. Our meat is smoked daily to give you the freshest and best quality. Ask about our daily vegetable specials. And don't forget about our beef brisket, served up every Thursday and Friday. We have a great outdoor seating area to enjoy the best live music around every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Great service, great atmosphere, and great food. August Barbecue, you can taste the difference.
Kickoff to saving at Tony Serenisa of Silicago.
Score big with up to $4,000 off MSRP on new 2020 Rogue Sports. That's $4,000 off MSRP on new 2020 Rogue Sports. And payments as low as $375 a month. $375 a month on new 2020 Rogue Sports. Plus, take advantage of 0% APR financing for up to 72 months.
The right people, a better customer experience.
Sarah Nissan of Silicaga.
Rick Morris from Transportation Management Co-op. Now, I want you to call this guy. He's from Silicaga, Alabama. Logistics with Integrity. Logistics Management Consultant. Proudly supporting high school football here on WOTM and WOIL. Here's Ben Robbins for the State House. Ben running in the slot for Ron Johnson, who tragically passed away a couple of months ago. Ben Robbins, fresh ideas, bold leadership, and true conservative. Back at Legion Stadium in Silicaga, we're set to go with the Tigers beginning the second quarter leading 14-0. Here's a pitch on the corner to Rafael Johnson, and this time he's spun down for no gain.
That time the beast gets wrapped up.
He did. Luke White again with a tackle. They run the little pitch, and they pitched it deep, and Luke White recovers nicely to spin him down for a loss. Sarah Automotive here in the second quarter, a big part of our high school football coverage. Whether it's Honda, whether it's Nissan, or Tony Sarah Ford. Here's Rafael up in the middle, looking, and is tackled, and he fumbles the football. That is an Achilles heel for Rafael Johnson. He has a knack of coughing it up sometime, and he fumbled there. And Fayetteville will fall on it, and let's watch it right here. Rafael with not both hands on the football, and it's just stripped out.
Would have been a pretty great run.
But 54 for Fayetteville stripped it out, and so BB Comer turns it over. So the Wolves have it. Dakota Ogle with the strip. He's a center now for the Wolves. That's 1st and 10 at midfield. Little handoff off the right side for a couple of yards. Camden Keaton on the carry.
Keaton picks up a yard.
You mentioned Sarah Automotive. They got 3 locations here in Silicaga, right there on Highway 280. And they got this special event coming up for Halloween on the 31st. We'll be telling you about in days and weeks to come. I'm out there visiting with Don today. He said, man, we got a great sales weekend lined up. Get the folks to come on out. So that's what we invite you to do.
Keaton again.
He took that one pretty deep and hitting him very high for BB Comer.
Gets thrown to the ground.
He did, and BB Comer's Rafael Johnson was one of the first to get there. I'm trying to see who that was. Hit him up high. I think that's number 75 for the Tigers, and that's Caleb Hutchins.
No, that was actually number 20, John
The
Murphy.
linebacker, John Murphy. Murphy's a veteran on this team. He's one of the kids who's stayed the course as well. A lot of pressure coming. The throw is made and caught at about the 37-yard line. And first down for the Fayetteville Wolves.
That was Zeke DeLoach on that catch.
B.B. Comer got some pressure, but a nice throw for Pacey DeLoach. So it's another first down. 9:40 to go in the half. B.B. Comer up 2 scores. DeLoach looking at the Tiger 4-man front. He's throwing again, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Incomplete.
The intended receiver, Hunter Hammonds.
Had a little mustard on that throw.
Up by Murphy.
John Murphy, the junior linebacker, and he is a player. Loves hard hitting, loves to practice. He's one of those kids that likes to get dirty playing football. Pressure coming, rolling away is DeLoach. Down the sideline, throwing on the run, and is almost intercepted.
That was another one of the things that was going to be a huge factor. There probably wasn't going to be a lot of interceptions because of the slippery ball. It was raining tonight, so.
Like a wounded duck there. Incomplete as B.B. Comer's Devonte Carmichael saw it slip off his hand. 3rd down at 10. Possession down for the Wolves. Trailing 14-0. This is homecoming for the Tigers. He's going to pull it down and slip down. Feet went right out from under him, so that'll bring up 4th down.
Not sure that's even considered a sack.
This COVID-19 has affected so much. We've had games canceled. We've had games postponed. This started back in April with the COVID-19, and it just wreaked havoc on our athletic programs and our schools, and be glad when this is over with, for sure. This ball spotted at the 42. We're going to punt again. And it's a little short punt that's going to get a Fayetteville roll. Let's see where they mark it, somewhere around the 17-yard line. So B.B. Comer not hurt by the fumble by Rafael Johnson, and will take over leading by a score of 14-0.
He won't.
Donahue Physical Therapy. What can you say about those guys? They have been with us through thick and thin for the last several years. You got aches and pains in your shoulders or your knees or your back, they can help you at Donahue Physical Therapy. Ben and the staff there remind you, hey, don't hurt, let us help you. Donahue Physical Therapy on West Fort Williams in Sylacauga. First down for B.B. Comer, leading 14-0. Man in motion. And, you know, Fayetteville is a hard-hitting football team. As James Carmichael on the carry. And James is the brother of Devonte Carmichael. And they throw a lot of balls together in the summer. But here's James trying to cut it back up in the middle and gets hit pretty hard. Stays on his feet and gets a couple of more yards.
Pretty good run.
Carmichael brothers. Not a lot of running room for Chris Garrett there. Yeah. You know, Fayetteville with a hard-hitting football team, and that's Jacob Weiss, who was one of our guys we talked about at the top of the show, and he loves to play football. And you can see it right there, 6 foot, 190-pounder.
By the looks of it, he's really good at it.
Yeah. Quarterback keeper for Carmichael. He reverses his field, and he is not going. Ooh, he is busted.
Number 56 looks like was the first one to get in there.
Take a look at this. Nowhere to go, and the Wolves are after him. And you stand him up. Big old 54 came in there and really put the hammer on him. That's Dakota Ogle. Blake Ritchie is 5'8", 210-pounder, and Ogle kind of finished him off. 6:50 to go. BB Comer will punt out of their own end zone. And whistles blow. It's rained most of the day. Legal procedure against BB Comer. Rained most of the day here in Sylacauga, and kind of let off for a little while this afternoon, then picked back up around game time, and is expected to rain throughout the night, and really more extensive rain tomorrow with this hurricane coming in into the Gulf. Took a lot of time on that one. Went out of bounds. Hey, high school football brought to you by King's Mattress Gallery. That's Russell and Angela right there on Broadway in Sylacauga, where you can find your perfect sleep. Tempur-Pedic, King's Mattress Gallery on Broadway here in Sylacauga. Sylacauga's BB Comer Tigers leading the Fayetteville Wolves by a score of 14-0 with 6:28 to go in the first half. Many of you know the story of Coach John Limbaugh, who was a couple of years ago almost killed by an irate cow. And that's a true story, and it took a long time for John to recover from that, and he has recovered, and I think they ate steak from that cow. But it was not a good time for a long time for Coach John Limbaugh.
Hands it off. That is Camden Keaton.
And that's a big hole. Look at this guy run inside the 20-yard line.
Great run there by Camden.
Sarah red zone are the Wolves now, trailing 14-0. And Zach, he got some good moves there.
Yes, he does. Takes it all the way inside the 20.
BB Comer trying to stiffen up defensively as the Wolves with their deepest penetration of the night. Keaton is a 5'10", 155-pound senior.
Hands it off to 13. That is Luke White.
He's pushed for about 5 yards. You know, Coach Fawcett, he works with his defense. He's a defensive guy. He played with his hand in the dirt his whole career, and he's a big guy, and he likes for his big guys to be physical. But right now, Fayetteville is kind of pushing him around a little bit. At the 16-yard line. Pick up a 4 on that play. Go right back to Keaton, and Keaton is hit and spun down. Nice job defensively by big old 65, and that is Zachariah Carpenter, the sophomore.
Stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, I believe.
Carpenter makes the stop.
Might have gained 1 or 2 yards, maybe 3.
Put him to the turf, didn't he?
Yep.
14-0, second down and 6. There you see a big picture of Zach.
That's me.
Sarah Automotive bringing you this portion. We're in the red zone, and Sarah Automotive reminds you to come on out and get big savings on vehicles this weekend. There's not much running room for Luke White as he's rushed out of bounds. It takes all of our sponsors. We appreciate every one of them. And, you know, Community Funeral Home is one of them, Charles Woods and Charles C. Woods. I talked to Charles about it today and said, hey, can you help us out? Put me down. We're on board. They're big community people here in Sylacauga. That's Community Funeral Home in their latest location at 511 Edgewood Drive here in Sylacauga.
4th down and 6 as it
going
goes
in the end zone, wide open, but it's too short. And you know, the ball slipped out of the quarterback's hand, and he was trying to get the football to Zeke Deloach. And look, he had him all alone out there, but his hand slipped and couldn't get anything on the football. And I don't know. I guess that was a planned play. They got him out there all by himself, but didn't work. Coach Limbaugh, he's pulling all the tricks out of the hat tonight. Of course, it is the month of Halloween. B.B. Comer on offense and tracking across the 20-yard line. That's Chris Garrett. And he's taken down by Jacob Weiss. Jacob, 6 foot, 190-pound senior. Fayetteville didn't get to play their homecoming game.
That's Chris Garrett again.
And it was canceled because the team they were going to play were dealing with COVID, so they didn't have a homecoming game. This is B.B. Comer's homecoming game tonight. Coach Limbaugh said, hey, at least we're playing in a homecoming game.
Barrett makes the tackle.
3:38, the clock running in the second quarter. B.B. Comer 14, Fayetteville nothing. Rain has slowed down quite a bit. There's Rafael Johnson, and Johnson trying to get outside. This is what he can do.
The beast.
He's across the 40 to the 43-yard line for a Tiger first down. Rafael Johnson just has such good eye coordination and vision. And there'll be a penalty flag, though, that's going to probably bring this back. So you have a big play and a penalty negates it. Let's see what it is. Referee about to step away and make the call. Holding, blocking the back against B.B. Comer. That's a backbreaker there. 3:18 before half, 14-0 Tigers. Carmichael on the run, looking, and he is going to be sacked back to the 12-yard line. He almost had it stripped, and I think
Carmichael loses 7 yards.
The ball was picked up by Rafael Johnson. Carmichael kind of loose with the football.
And Richie on the stop.
He's hit by his own guy. And then he looked like he kind of pitched it. Like we used to do that on Twin Street. Didn't work then either. 14-0, and here is Rafael Johnson coming to the sideline holding his shoulder. 4th down. Punt out of there for fair catch call for and taken in at the 42-yard line. Hey, let's talk about Randy Jinks, Talladega County probate judge and proud supporter of area high school athletics. And Randy was elected probate judge a year or so ago and does a fantastic job. Loves sports and academics. He proudly supports high school football. Talladega County probate judge Randy Jinks. As we get back to action, Fayetteville will have it, trailing 14-0 with 2:25 to go in the first half. And Zach, Fayetteville needs to get some points on the board before halftime, and got a good opportunity here.
They sure do. 14-0, B.B. Comer.
Let's see what the Wolves come up with here.
2:25 in the first half.
Pacey Deloach under center. Nope, he's not under center. He takes it himself off right in. He's across the 40, across the 45, or 35, I should say, before he's pushed out of bounds. See, it's a keeper all the way with Deloach. Gets a block on the corner.
Gains 7 yards.
Picked up 7 or 8 yards.
It's a very good run.
2nd down. Comer leading 14-0 at the 35-yard line of the Wolves. delay handoff. And hit at the 31-yard line and stopped there. Fayetteville's got a pretty good running attack with some guys that they alternate in, and that's Brady Ritchie there.
Ritchie taking it for a pretty good gain of about maybe 5 or 6 yards. First down. And Ritchie delivers again. 31-yard line. Throwing. Caught. Breaking a tackle inside the 20-yard line. Close to another Wolf first down. That's Zeke DeLoach on the reception. Zeke DeLoach. He tried to escape there, but he was grabbed by number 9, and that is Cordez Harris. You can't.
Tigers take a timeout.
Comer's got a timeout. 14-0. BB Comer over Fayetteville. Back after this.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune in to WOTM every Thursday night at 7 for the AHSAA WOTM Game of the Week. WOTM available to every cable TV provider in the state. If WOTM is not currently a part of your provider's channel lineup, call and request WOTM. On Thursday, October 15th, the Gordo Green Wave travels to Fayette to take on the Fayette County Tigers. WOTM, your exclusive TV home for the football Super 7 and basketball, baseball, and softball championships.
HMR of Alabama provides services for Alabama's state veterans' homes and is proud to serve the Colonel Robert Howard State Veterans Home in Pell City. With competitive pay and benefits, your career serving those who served our country can begin today. If you like to help people and enjoy new challenges, contact HMR of Alabama by logging on to hmrveteranservices.com and choose the Careers tab to find out how you can join the HMR team.
It's by Sarah Automotive. They've got this 21 Honda Accord on the showroom floor. Oh my goodness. You got to check that out this weekend. That's Sarah Honda, Nissan, and Tony Sarah Ford on Highway 280 in Sylacauga. Hey, try that Honda Accord out. It is a great, great automobile. Sarah Honda in Sylacauga. Hey, back at the stadium, 14-0, BB Comer leading Fayetteville, but the Wolves on the march with 1:35 to go in the first half. And Zach, it would be a big deal if Fayetteville gets some points on the board here before halftime.
They really need to do that, and here's the snap. Pacey DeLoach will take it outside for a gain of about 5 yards, I believe.
Stops the clock. He's in the Sarah red zone, and DeLoach a little slow getting up. He took a pretty good hit there, but he's going to stay in there. He's a tough young man. And nice run by DeLoach. Stops the clock with 1:20 to go in the half. 14-0, and Fayetteville, if they can get on the board, they'd be right back in this game.
They really need to score before halftime.
Clock running 1:05. Here is DeLoach looking at a 3-man, 4-man front now. The blitz is coming. He pulls it down. He's got a little running room and slips out of bounds. They're going to keep the clock running now, it looks like. They sure do. Look like he stepped out of bounds, but not so.
Pushed out by...
We're under a minute to go now. And you see DeLoach pulling it down, and he's trying to get out of bounds. And he did get out of bounds, but they're going to keep the clock running.
It looks like he was pushed out of bounds by
45 seconds with a timeout, and we'll be back with more from Legion Stadium right after this.
Kickoff to saving attorney set up for Sylacauga.
Keep more cash for back to school with 0% APR financing for up to 72 months and up to $13,000 off MSRP on new Ford trucks. Plus guaranteed credit approval and up to $4,000 over KBB value for your trade when you upgrade to a new Ford.
The right people, a better customer experience, and nobody beats our bottom line price. Nobody.
Tony Sarah Ford of Sylacauga.
Your health is everything. It is your wealth. Your family's wealth. Being and staying healthy is the only security you can give to yourself and loved ones, your family. With a multifaceted approach to health and wellness, our family will assist and guide you in that quest. Live responsibly. Join our family. call and make your appointment today.
We're ready to go after the Fayetteville timeout. Deloach and BB Comer jumps offside.
Offsides on what looks like number 54.
I think it's 64, Pope. Pope had nowhere to hide then. He's going to come out of the game.
That is 64. I see 54
mark off
there
against BB Comer inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That was Terrion Pope on the offsides.
So Fayetteville deep in Tiger territory with 45 seconds to go in the half.
Pacey Deloach takes a snap, throws it.
Inside the 5 and stopped at the 5. The clock continues to run.
That was complete by Hunter Hammonds.
So clock running with 30 seconds to go in the half. Fayetteville in a hurry. Deloach getting his club up to the line of scrimmage, rushes one player off. Here's Deloach, drops the snap. He's down on his knees, and the clock's going to keep running because they didn't consider that an incomplete pass because he was down on his knee, and then he tried to kill the football. He can't now. They've stopped it with 14 seconds to go as Fayetteville had to burn a timeout. So that was some precious seconds that ran off the clock. And Deloach takes a snap, slips out of his hand, and he goes to his knees, you can see, and then he tries to down the football, which he couldn't do. And so that run off a few more seconds. Hey, tomorrow morning, Opelika and Lee of Montgomery. That is an 11 o'clock kick. That'll be a great football game. I guess that's at Crampton Bowl, right? Is it? Opelika and the Lee Generals. It'll be a good one. 11 o'clock kick on WOTM tomorrow morning. 14 seconds to go in the half. BB Comer 14, Fayetteville nothing. We've got a grandfather and grandson combination tonight. We work cheap, that's why they got us. Rick Morris, hey, I'm telling you, Rick Morris, one of the good guys, proudly supporting high school football. Logistics management consultant in Alabama and Georgia. There's that number to call, 404-918-8667. Logistics with integrity. That is Rick Morris. Rick ran for mayor and wasn't successful, but boy, he really made an impact when he ran. So we haven't heard the last of him for sure. Here's Deloach looking now. Whistles blow.
Number 54 got in there really quick, and if the whistles didn't blow, I believe that would have been a sack.
Let's see what the officials are going to call here. Legal procedure against the Wolves. So that'll back at 5 yards. Now Fayetteville does have a field goal kicker, and he's pretty accurate. He marked this at the 15-yard line. Rain falling kind of heavily now. Throwing into the back of the end zone, intercepted, and coming down the sideline with it is James Carmichael, and Carmichael's taken down at the across the 45-yard line. So Carmichael had a good bead on the pass, stepped in front of the receiver, and another flag is down. Let's see what this one is. It's up here at about the 40-yard line. And then there's one down at the 30-yard line too. If I had one, I'd throw it. There's 3 down now.
I think that blows Fayetteville's chance of scoring before half.
We're talking with Coach Limbaugh now, and the referee. Not much argument there with Coach Limbaugh. Penalties declined. And let's see what else is going to take place.
Was there 3 flags on the play?
So the half is coming to a close. So after all of that, the first half ends with a score of 14-0 as BB Comer over Fayetteville. And hope you enjoyed the first half. We've got a whole lot more coming up for you. High school football here on TV 47. We're back for the second half, plus some halftime stuff. 14-0 BB Comer.
Don't crack under the pressure of foundation issues. The certified specialists at Ox Foundation Solutions can permanently fix foundation problems at the best price guaranteed. And did you know, moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
A funeral service represents a family's final farewell to their loved ones. Knowing this, we go beyond what is expected to ensure the ceremony is beautiful and memorable, a truly fitting tribute to that special life. We invite you to visit us to meet our staff and tour our renovated facility complete with a new dining area and catering services. We've been serving the people of this area for over 40 years, and we think that you'll be pleased to find that making lasting impressions remains our first priority. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.
Kickoff to saving attorney set up for a Sylacauga.
Keep more cash for back to school with 0% APR financing for up to 72 months and up to $13,000 off MSRP on new Ford trucks. Plus guaranteed credit approval and up to $4,000 over KBB value for your trade when you upgrade to a new Ford.
The right people, a better customer experience, and nobody beats our bottom line price. Nobody.
Tony Sarah Ford of Sylacauga.
In Alabama, there are two things we take serious: football and barbecue. And at August Barbecue, we take our business serious. Our meat is smoked daily to give you the freshest and best quality. Ask about our daily vegetable specials. And don't forget about our beef brisket, served up every Thursday and Friday. We have a great outdoor seating area to enjoy the best live music around every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Great service, great atmosphere, and great food. August Barbecue, you can taste the difference.
14-0 BB Comer over Fayetteville over at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga, where it's homecoming for the BB Comer Tigers tonight. And so far, so good. The Tigers up by 2 scores on a rainy night in Sylacauga, Alabama. Jimmy Dale Abrams along with Zachary Thomas Abrams, and he is a legend in his own mind. And we've got a lot to tell you about here at halftime. I'll tell you about a couple of our sponsors, if I can do that. I want to tell you about Philip Morris. Philip Morris is a county commissioner. He was elected earlier, several months ago, and he's in District 5. And I called Philip and I said, Philip, can you help us tonight with the game? Absolutely. Philip Morris is the county commissioner-elect in District 5. In fact, that's my district. And we appreciate Philip helping us out here tonight on the game. The BB Comer Alumni Association. I went by the barbershop this afternoon. As you can tell, I got a haircut at the barbershop. And Biddy said, look, we want to be a part of this tonight. So they ended up, and they're with us again tonight. They do a great job, the BB Comer Alumni Association, supporting athletics and academics at BB Comer High School. Randy Jinks, proudly supporting high school football. Randy's our probate judge in Talladega County, and we appreciate Randy and what he does for our county and really cares about this area. Talladega County probate judge Randy Jinks. Also, Rick Marsh, we told you about Rick a little bit earlier, logistics management consultant. He doesn't have a truck, but what he does is with these computers and stuff and meeting with people, he can put you in the right place at the right time. Rick Marsh, logistics management consultant, logistics with integrity. That is Rick Marsh. Donahue Physical Therapy. Well, you know, sometimes as you get older, especially, or even if you're an athlete, you got these aches and pains, muscle pulls, and all that kind of stuff. Well, Dan and all the folks over there and being at Physical Therapy, Donahue Physical Therapy, they can get the kinks worked out of you. That's Donahue Physical Therapy on West Fort Williams here in Sylacauga. A lot of sponsors that make this all work. King's Mattress Gallery, that's Russell and Angela. Tempur-Pedic, where you can find your perfect sleep. Sealy, that's King's Mattress Gallery on Broadway in downtown Sylacauga. Others to tell you about is my friends Charles Woods and Charles C. Woods at Community Funeral Home. That's a father to son team. Saw Charles Woods earlier today. He said, you can count me in. Said, we offer more than expected service at less than expected cost. pre-need and at-need funeral service. It is Community Funeral Home. Ben Robbins, fresh ideas, bold leadership. A true conservative is Ben Robbins for the State House. Ben Robbins proudly sponsoring B.B. Comer and Fayetteville football tonight here on WOIL TV 47. Hey, we're going to slip away for another break and come back with more. B.B. Comer leading Fayetteville by a score of 14-0. Back after you watch this.
Now offering Tempur-Pedic's newest Pro Breeze cooling mattress. Cooler when you lie down, cooler when you fall asleep, and cooler all night long. Wellness spaces are also available. Visit King's Mattress Gallery, downtown Sylacauga today, your local Sealy and Tempur-Pedic retailer.
Home making you sick? Moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions can remedy any mold or mildew problem in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Remember, you can join Greg Wyckoff.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
All high school students should have an opportunity to participate in interscholastic athletics. Students can gain so much from participating in extracurricular activities through sport. Not only do they learn sportsmanship, they learn respect, and they learn teamwork. All of these are characteristics that students could carry with them throughout the rest of their lives.
Now offering Tempur-Pedic's newest Pro Breeze cooling mattress. Cooler when you lie down, cooler when you fall asleep, and cooler all night long. Wellness spaces are also available. Visit King's Mattress Gallery, downtown Sylacauga today, your local Sealy and Tempur-Pedic retailer.
Derek and August at August Barbecue, 2 locations serve you on Highway 280 between Sylacauga and Childersburg, and of course here in Sylacauga as well is August Barbecue. Hey, you getting ready for the game tomorrow? Hey, include August Barbecue, succulent barbecue, and they got all the fixings to go along. What about ribs tomorrow? You don't have to do the cooking; they do it for you. They got August Barbecue, they've got turkey, they've got brisket, and during the week they got steaks too. So that's August Barbecue and Highway 280 here in South Talladega County. Sarah Automotive, whether it's Sarah Honda or Sarah Nissan or Tony Sarah Ford. Appreciate Don and his staff partnering with us here at WOTM and WOIL in bringing you high school sports. Sarah Automotive of Sylacauga. Well, you know what, Zach? First half is done, and B.B. Comer leading 14-0. What's Fayetteville going to have to do to get back in the game?
Well, first off, they need to score.
That's a good idea.
On that play, I really thought they were going to score because it looked like they had a man wide open. But turns out, interception took it back about, what, 30 to 40 yards?
Yeah, then you get a penalty on all of that. Look at that, Zach.
See?
That one's looked like you throwing that football, Zach.
I throw better than that.
I think it just slipped out of his hand because it's so wet. But that's just one of the kind of funny plays that Fayetteville ran in the first half. None of them really worked, and B.B. Comer leads by a score of 14-0. Zach, I appreciate you working with me. And you married yet?
No, but
this guy's in the 5th grade at Pinecrest School.
I got a few prospects.
All right.
I got one from church, so.
You gonna call her name?
Maddie Latast. She's been on his show before, actually.
She has.
She's been the star student of the month.
She has. 14-0, B.B. Comer with the lead. back to Legion Stadium right after this timeout. Don't go away.
While you're at home with family for the next few weeks, don't put off scheduling home repairs. Call Ox Foundation for a free estimate. With more time at home, you tend to notice things you haven't in the past. Mold and moisture in your basement or crawl space, uneven driveways, stair-step cracks in your exterior brick, uneven floors and doors. If your home is showing weakness, it's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Stay strong, Alabama.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune in to WOTM every Thursday night at 7 for the AHSAA WOTM Game of the Week. WOTM available to every cable TV provider in the state. If WOTM is not currently a part of your provider's channel lineup, call and request WOTM. On Thursday, October 15th, the Gordo Green Wave travels to Fayette to take on the Fayette County Tigers. WOTM, your exclusive TV home for the football Super 7 and basketball, baseball, and softball championships.
Without our contest officials, we would have no contest. I truly encourage our parents to be a shining example of sportsmanship regarding our contest officials and setting an example for everyone, as well as coaches and fans across this state, to treat our officials with respect.
Welcome back to Legion Stadium on a wet Friday night in South Talladega County. B.B. Comer leading Fayetteville 14-0. The Tigers trying to improve on a 5-1 mark, 3-1 in region play, and Fayetteville is 2-4 on the season. And big region game for both these teams tonight. It's homecoming for the B.B. Comer Tigers. Can I tell you about the Lily on Broadway in Sylacauga? It's October and everybody's decorating for their home or their church or their business, and you talk about beautiful, beautiful arrangements. They do a great job. Hayden and the folks down there do a fantastic job at the Lily on Broadway in Sylacauga. We appreciate them partnering with us here on high school football as we do the B.B. Comer Alumni Association, and they're on board with us tonight, and they're talking about getting their guys together and doing a special event before the year is out for B.B. Comer. The football season is out, and we'll be telling you more about that as well. Let's take a look at some of the highlights, first half highlights tonight. And Fayetteville with the football first, and they get a good throw and catch from their quarterback, Pacey DeLoach, to Zeke DeLoach. And here's Pacey on the run, and he can run and throw. Here's B.B. Comer, and here's the guy that can make it happen is Rafael Johnson, and he rushes inside the 5-yard line to set up a first and goal. The Tigers with Carmichael sprinting in off left end for the touchdown. The Tigers go up 6-0, get the 2-point conversion. And here is Rafael Johnson being stripped of the football, and the Wolves take over. They're trailing 8-0 and throwing into the flat. Another nice catch. And here is a good defense by the B.B. Comer Tigers. And here is kind of a fluke play here. An incomplete pass, and looked like it could have been a touchdown there. And here comes the B.B. Comer Tigers, and good defense by the Fayetteville Wolves. They slammed the ball carrier down, and trying a little shuttle there. And that one's down on the ground, and here's the interception at the close to the end of the half. And a nice run back, but that was a penalty play as well. And B.B. Comer leads it by a score of 14-0 halftime. This is the Ox Foundation High School Game of the Week. We've got more coming up in just a minute.
While you're at home with family for the next few weeks, don't put off scheduling home repairs. Call Ox Foundation for a free estimate. With more time at home, you tend to notice things you haven't in the past. Mold and moisture in your basement or crawl space, uneven driveways, stair-step cracks in your exterior brick, uneven floors and doors. If your home is showing weakness, it's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Stay strong, Alabama.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune in to WOTM every Thursday night at 7 for the AHSAA WOTM Game of the Week. WOTM available to every cable TV provider in the state. If WOTM is not currently a part of your provider's channel lineup, call and request WOTM. On Thursday, October 15th, the Gordo Green Wave travels to Fayette to take on the Fayette County Tigers. WOTM, your exclusive TV home for the football Super 7 and basketball, baseball, and softball championships.
Without our contest officials, we would have no contest. I truly encourage our parents to be a shining example of sportsmanship regarding our contest officials and setting an example for everyone, as well as coaches and fans across this state, to treat our officials with respect.
Hey, we're back at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. B.B. Comer with a 14-0 lead. Let's check out what else is happening around the state of Alabama. The Alabama High School Athletic Association, as David Holsford joins us, and he'll be hooking up with John Holder.
Back with the AHSAA Weekly, time for David Holsford of the AHSAA's statewide highlights as we take you around the state of Alabama to show you video highlights. We'll begin with Holt at American Christian. American Christian quarterback William Suit hands off to Brandon Waller, streaks up the middle for a Patriots touchdown midway through the first quarter. Later in the period, it's Suit again with a play-action pass, finding his receiver, who runs it in for a touchdown. Next, he throws it to talented Patriots receiver Kamari Lassiter, who grabs the catch over the defender and is brought down just before the end zone at the 1-yard line to set up another Patriots TD. And here we've got Sawyer Dearman. He comes in motion, takes the jet sweep, and runs right to left across the field to get the touchdown as the Patriots remain unbeaten with a 54-19 win over the Holt Ironmen down in that matchup in Tuscaloosa County. Next in Mobile, Murphy travels to Baker High School. Quarterback Jayshon McMillan faking a handoff, running 15 yards in for a Hornets touchdown. And then later on, it's the Murphy Panthers with the ball at the 31-yard line. Khalil Johnson takes a handoff up the middle and races to the end zone for the touchdown. Baker, though, would strike back, however, as Deontay Smith faking the handoff to Jamari Hawkins, keeping the ball himself as he rambles all the way for the touchdown, and Baker rolls to a 31-14 win over crosstown rival Murphy in Mobile. Next, it's St. Paul's and UMS Wright volleyball. This is the battle of 5A rivals, St. Paul's and UMS Wright at Mobile. Louise Muscat, she spikes this shot over the Saints defenders for a big point. St. Paul's falls with a serve. The Bulldogs keep in play just long enough for Dorsey Parker to get the point for UMS Wright on their way to a 3-2 win over the Saints in that volleyball battle of Old Shell Road down in Mobile. In volleyball, those 5A rivals, the St. Paul's Episcopal Saints and the UMS Wright Prep Bulldogs. Now we're going to go back to more football action. Hoover at Hewitt-Trussville in the Class 7A Region 3 battle. It was all as expected. Hoover pulled out a 29-28 win over the Huskies, picking up the action the first half. Hoover quarterback Josh Lundy connects with Malik Thomas with a touchdown to give the Bucks a 10-7 lead. But then Hewitt-Trussville roared back when the Huskies' talented Armani Goodwin, committed to Auburn, races 46 yards for a touchdown. Hewitt would take a 28-16 lead into the fourth quarter, but the Bucks show why they are the Bucks once again. Jalen Taylor cuts the lead to 28-23 with his Hoover touchdown run, and later in the fourth quarter, he seals the win with a winning touchdown, and the Bucks escape with a 1-point win, 29-28 over Hewitt-Trussville. This Class 5A Region 2 game between Greenville and Rehoboth came down to the wire for the last play of the game. This is Rebels quarterback Peyton Stevens, hands off to Xavier Helms, who completes a jump pass into the end zone for the touchdown. Greenville gets a touchdown with this strong run. But then with Greenville taking a 16-13 lead late, Rehoboth drives to the winning touchdown in the final minute, thanks in part to the hook and lateral play executed to perfection. Mason Rivers catches the pass late in the fourth quarter from Stevens, pitches to Brandon Austin. He runs the ball down to the Tigers' 36-yard line. And then with just over 7 seconds left, Stevens, who earned the prep spotlight this week, would end it here, rolling into the end zone and diving toward the pylon for the game-winning score as the buzzer sounds to give the Rebels a 19-16 win. Another South Alabama game that came down to the end. This is Strawn in Geneva. We're picking up in the third quarter. Panthers cut Strawn's lead to 21-20 with a touchdown run by Noah Johnson. Then with 35 seconds left in the game, Geneva quarterback Damian Kimmerlin connects with Johnson in the end zone for the game-winning touchdown to take the key 26-21 Class 4A Region 2 win. Up north, always tough, Addison took on Cold Springs in the Class 2A Region 5 battle. Showed its muscle from the get-go. Bulldogs quarterback Christian Roberts dashing 40 yards for the first score and takes on another TD. A few minutes later, Cold Springs just doesn't have an answer. Roberts scores his third touchdown of the night. Addison goes on to win the game over Cold Springs by a score of 50-14 as we take another look at the run here between those two rivals up in North Alabama, Cold Springs and Addison. This is Ashford at Alabama Christian. Alabama Christian quarterback Colin Hunt opens the Eagles' resounding win over Ashford with this touchdown pass to Norman Schwimmer. Hunt finds receiver Corey Landers next. That's coming up on a short screen pass, and the blockers open the gate as he weaves his way through the Ashford defense for another touchdown. Odasoe Dion takes this fourth quarter handoff the distance for a touchdown as the Eagles close out the Class 4A Region 2 win 49-14. There's that long touchdown run right there for the touchdown as the Eagles win the Class 4A Region 2 game 49-14. Next, we go back up north, Oak Grove at Curry. Oak Grove picked up its first win of the season at Curry thanks to a rejuvenated offense led by plays like this one by running back Zachary Brinson, who becomes the passer on this touchdown play. Brinson speeds for another touchdown later in the game, and quarterback Braylon Myers fires this touchdown pass as Oak Grove cruises to a 49-36 win over Curry. Zachary Brinson, Braylon Myers, the combination there for Oak Grove as the Tigers win 49-36 over Curry from up in Walker County. There's the touchdown pass deep into the end zone into a lot of traffic for the touchdown. Now we're going to take you to #1 Randolph County in 2A playing at Fayetteville. This was the AHSA TV Network WOTM game of the week. Check out this great camera work as top-ranked Class 2A Randolph County rolled early and often in its win over Fayetteville. Quarterback Avian Willis hands off to Jeremy Till, who makes a move around one defender to get into the end zone. The Tigers led it 20-0 at the half. Willis picked up where he left off in the second half with this play-action pass to receiver Jake Smith, who races untouched into the end zone. And then Austin Terrell powers his way for another Randolph County touchdown as the Tigers roll past Fayetteville 41-0 in the AHSAA TV Network game of the week to remain undefeated at 6-0 and tied for the region lead in Class 2A Region 4 with Lynette. That's the David Holtzford highlights. If you want to send a highlight clip in to be featured next week, just go to dhholtzford@ahsaa.com. That's the email address to send your clip in for next week.
The rain continues as you look at Coach Fawcett of BB Comer and his team up 14-0 at halftime. And I would probably guess Coach Fawcett not real happy with the way the first half went for the Tigers. And we'll see how it goes here in the second half as Fayetteville kicks away. And it'll go out of bounds. And so we'll probably mark it up here at about the 35-yard line probably as BB Comer leads it by a score of 14-0. And got a text during halftime, and appreciate everybody watching the football game tonight. A lot of people texting me and say they are watching the game tonight, and we appreciate all of you for doing that. And Rick Morris is one of those. Rick Morris with Transportation Management Co-op. He is watching from his home, and we appreciate that. And, gotten to know Rick a little bit, and you know, they move freight. They don't have any trucks, but those logistics management, they can do that for you. So give them a call, 404-918-8667. Logistics with Integrity, that is Transportation Management Co-op. So Fayetteville will kick off again. As we'll try it again here in the third quarter. A little squib kick down the middle of the field. It's bouncing around. B.B. Comer picks it up at the 35. Dancing to the 40. To the 45-yard line. And that is DeLeon Welch. Oh, excuse me. That is Devonte Carmichael. So it'll be a first down for the Tigers as they lead it by a score of 14-0 as we get you going here in the third quarter. Tigers with 2 touchdowns in the first half, and see if they can kind of stabilize themselves a little bit after second quarter. It got kind of sideways a little bit. They go with a running game, and the big halfback Chris Garrett picks up a nice 4 or 5 yards on first down. He's a sophomore. He'll be around a couple of years for the Tigers. See the replay of it. He's a load right there. And got to get both hands on the football. The players just bouncing off them, potential tacklers. Second down. And the quarterback keeper. Carmichael slips the tackle. He's still moving. He's inside the 35, inside the 32-yard line. His headgear ripped off. But nice run by Devonte Carmichael. He may have to come out of the game. Not sure. It may have happened when he was out of bounds. So Devonte's just a junior. Seems like he's been playing for so long, but he's just a junior. B.B. Comer. That's a penalty. I guess that's a face mask penalty against Fayetteville too. Mark it all the way to the 17-yard line. So B.B. Comer with an excellent opportunity here, and they're in the red zone again, the Sarah red zone. Carmichael drops it, picks it up, and he's got some running room inside the 10, touchdown. With a busted play, Carmichael runs it in from 17 yards. Let's see if it stands. And penalty is on the field. Yep. Big smile on Carmichael's face. Oh, no. That will wipe off the touchdown. Let's see what the referee's going to call here. Off a busted play, Carmichael made a great run. Holding against B.B. Comer, and you know, you really didn't even have to do that. Carmichael was, yep, right there. And it really didn't have anything to do with the play. So penalty is assessed. B.B. Comer will have it. Whistles blow again. Just underway in the third quarter. It's been raining the entire game, but this field is you know, the turf field, and it drains very well. And I remember when they installed this several years ago, it was a godsend for sure, and it's paid off time and time again. This is a beautiful, beautiful I say auditorium. It's a beautiful, beautiful facility. Both B.B. Comer and Sylacauga play on this field. B.B. Comer got the home game tonight. It's homecoming for the Tigers. They lead at 14-0. Sylacauga is at Beauregard tonight. Here's Carmichael on the quarterback keep, trying to get a block and cannot do it. Looked like he was going to cut it back inside. He dives outside. Carmichael has got some athletic ability for sure. It was a run all the way, and he just couldn't get the block that he needed from Chris Garrett as the defender slipped off the block and made the tackle. Inside the 10-yard line, stumbling and falling to the 6-yard line is Garrett. This Fayetteville football team, they'll put the bonnet on you now.
Another Tiger first down.
They are not afraid to hit you. First and goal, it's first down inside the 10-yard line. They go right back to the big fullback, and he's hammered down after a gain of a yard. Putting his bonnet in there that time is Jacob Weiss, 6 foot, 190-pound young man who's a great football player. He doesn't mind hitting you. Usually when he does, you go back. He's a senior. At the 5. Here's Carmichael dancing, breaks one tackle, and spins inside the 5 to about the 2-yard line. And he's in the grasp of Brady Ritchie. At the 2, third down. Good many seniors on this Fayetteville team, and Fayetteville is such a neat community. They rally around one another, and it's just a community that people love, and I can see why. Carmichael gets a play from the sideline. He drops the snap and goes near the end zone. And let's see, I think he got in. But he dropped the snap, picks it up, and dives in off left guard. Didn't look pretty, but it worked. So Carmichael from 2 yards out, and BB Comer increases their lead to 20-0. So the Tigers get those points that they wanted to start the third quarter and put a little distance between they and the Wolves as they go for the 2-point conversion with the power eye right. Carmichael looking, got a man wide open for the 2-point conversion. And out to practice early with Kamora Harris, and it's 22-0. BB Comer over the Fayetteville Wolves. We'll be back to Legion Stadium with more right after this.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is the home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99, then bring it for free refills throughout the year. And save every day with your Grub Mart Super Saver card. When you're on the go, it's good to know Grub Mart has everything you need. Gas, diesel, and delicious Oleo donuts. In business over 78 years, visit your local Grub Mart today.
A funeral service represents a family's final farewell to their loved ones. Knowing this, we go beyond what is expected to ensure the ceremony is beautiful and memorable, a truly fitting tribute to that special life. We invite you to visit us to meet our staff and tour our renovated facility complete with a new dining area and catering services. We've been serving the people of this area for over 40 years, and we think that you'll be pleased to find that making lasting impressions remains our first priority. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. BB Comer leads at 22-0 as we get back to action. Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. The Tigers 5-1, trying to pick up another region win. And Coach Fawcett's he's turning this program around in his third year at BB Comer. First year was really tough. They made the playoffs last year, and looking to make the playoffs again this year. The Fayetteville Wolves with Pacey DeLoach at quarterback needs to get things going here in the third quarter to get back in this football game. First down and 10 from the 28-yard line. DeLoach hands it, and BB Coleman's all over it. Nothing happening as Jason Swain swarms in to make the tackle. This no running room. That's not 13. That's 33. I think that is for BB Comer. And the Tigers looking good, leading by a score of 22-0. Flipping out in the flat, caught, and
trying to get some extra yardage, but not a whole lot there. B.B. Comer had it smelled out pretty good. On the reception for the Wolves is Barrett. 7:42 to go in the third quarter. B.B. Comer leading 22-0. They tacked on 8 points here in the third quarter. Senior quarterback Pacey DeLoach, two-step drop to throw, and is too tall for the intended receiver. That is Brooks out there. Excuse me, Barrett out there, so it's fourth down.
The pass intended for Barrett is incomplete.
7:20 to go.
We'll have fourth down and 5 yards to gain.
In the third quarter, 4th and 5. And don't think Fayetteville will go for it here, but you never know. This is where he normally punts from, and he's going to throw it. And he's got a reception. Wow. What a throw and catch. Big first down for the Fayetteville Wolves, and B.B. Comer apparently never saw that coming.
Big first down for the Wolves.
That is Zeke DeLoach on the reception, and that was just zipped right in there. And B.B. Comer's Cortez Harris saved a touchdown. That's the biggest play of the night for the Wolves on 4th and 5. I think B.B. Comer was expecting to punt. They did not. So the Wolves have it at the Tiger 45-yard line. DeLoach rolling, pressed, throws on the run, man open, 35, 30, and pulled out of bounds. The pressure was coming, but a nice catch as DeLoach was hit as he threw the football, but a nice little catch out here in the flat, and some running room down the sideline for the Fayetteville Wolves receiver. And it's a first down. That's another throw and catch. Looked like the pass was tipped, but it was caught again by Barrett. That's his third catch here in the third quarter. May have slipped out of his hand a little bit, but Barrett falls forward to the 21-yard line. 6:04 to go. B.B. Comer 22, Fayetteville nothing. This is Friday night football in Sylacauga, Alabama. B.B. Comer and Fayetteville. Low snap, DeLoach picks it up, flips it out in the flat, and not anything happening there. B.B. Comer with a good job defensively. That's James Carmichael on the tackle. He's a sophomore.
DeLoach is stopped by Carmichael.
So B.B. Comer, a team that has potential. They're a pretty young football team still. Coach Fawcett has surrounded himself with assistant coaches that they work well together. A little delay handoff and nowhere to go. On the tackle for the Tigers that time is Chris Wilson. Wilson wasn't fooled by the delayed handoff. They'll bring up third down. 22-0 B.B. Comer. Wilson just a freshman. They got some young guys, and even younger than this, than the freshmen on this football team. And Coach Fawcett, he doesn't mind playing them. Deep drop throwing and almost making a one-hand catch, but seeing it slide off his hand, and great effort by the receiver, but just off his fingertips.
Tigers ball, first
We turn it over on downs. So B.B. Comer takes over, and Barrett almost made it a great catch, but he just had it slide off his hand. So B.B. Comer will take over, leading 22-0. Coach John Limbaugh is the head football coach and athletic director at Fayetteville. Does a great job. Wonderful, wonderful spirit does Coach John Limbaugh have. A couple of yards for Rafael Johnson. The thing about Rafael Johnson, you can stop him, but he is capable of breaking a big, big play at any time. He's got blinding speed. And Fayetteville knows that, and they just wrap him right up with nowhere to go. Luke White on the tackle. Clock running, 3:50 to go. B.B. Comer being conservative here as they lead 22-0. As we move late in the third quarter of this homecoming matchup for the B.B. Comer Tigers against the Fayetteville Wolves. Not a lot of timeouts tonight. 31-yard line. Carmichael keeps it. Carmichael's over the 35 to the 38-yard line where he is popped from behind. I tell you, Fayetteville doesn't mind hitting you, and that's Jacob Weiss again sticking his bonnet in there.
Picks up another Tiger first down.
B.B. Comer with a first down. At the 39. Not much room at all for Rafael Johnson. Like Rafael a little bit tentative. I don't know if he's hurt. But he's a little tentative getting to the line of scrimmage. 42-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Nice tackle. Oh, nice tackle by Luke White. Luke didn't buy the fake, and he slams Carmichael down for a big loss.
Carmichael loses a yard.
That's how you make a tackle. .205 the clock moving. 22-0 B.B. Comer. Third down and about 11. Here's Johnson. Johnson gets 7 or 8 yards, but it'll be short of the first down. Johnson's got great cutting ability, good vision. He sees the field well.
Picks up a big gain.
Minute 40 to go, and it's going to be going to measure to see if he got the first down. He got a good spot on that, I know that. At the 49-yard line. He may indeed have the first down. This portion of high school football brought to you by King's Mattress Gallery here on Broadway in Silicaga. Chain down, stretched. This is a first down for the Tigers.
And that's another Tiger first down.
And first down for the B.B. Comer Tigers, leading 22-0 as we get late in the third quarter. B.B. Comer on the road next week, and Fayetteville at home next week. This has been such a crazy season, hasn't it? Wow, never seen anything like this. Rafael Johnson picks up 8 or 9 yards on the carry. And this is what B.B. Comer likes to do. They like to grind it out and get 7 or 8 yards. And Johnson has got good speed and good strength. And he can pick up 5, 6, 7, 8 yards anytime he touches the football. Minute 17 to go with the play stopped out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Carmichael dives inside the 40 to about the 37. He's in the grasp of Brady Ritchie.
Carmichael gets another Tiger first down.
First down for the Tigers. He follows his lead blocker, Rafael Johnson. And first down for the BB Comer Tigers. 22-0. Yeah, Coach Limbaugh really felt like his team had a good chance tonight, and they yet may still. I tell you, Fayetteville not giving away the corners. There he is again, Luke White. He throws down James Carmichael.
James Carmichael loses 4
Plays
yards.
a little bit slow developing for BB Comer, and you're running sideline to sideline. It gives the Wolves an opportunity to get up the field and make some stops. And Coach Limbaugh talks about how much these kids love playing together and how much he loves coaching this team. He said that they just really work well together. Hey, third quarter come to a close as Fayetteville trailing BB Comer by a score of 22-0. We're back to Legion Stadium with more fourth quarter action right after this.
Don't forget about the hamburgers and hot dogs, $1.50 each.
At Oaxaca Flaca loves Popeye's Ghost Pepper Wings, and we love her dance skills.
Doing my happy dance. Ghost pepper wings. So good.
Get the new Ghost Pepper Wings with a biscuit for just $4.99. Take them home or get them delivered.
Now offering Tempur-Pedic's newest Pro Breeze cooling mattress. Cooler when you lie down, cooler when you fall asleep, and cooler all night long. Wellness bases are also available. Visit King's Mattress Gallery, downtown Sylacauga today, your local Sealy and Tempur-Pedic retailer.
We got more high school for you, more high school football action for you tomorrow from Crampton, Bowling, Montgomery, Opelika, and Leah Montgomery. Early 11 o'clock kickoff for you right here on WOTM television. Well, I've got my sidekick back with me, Zach Abrams, and he took a little break the third quarter, but his fans have called for him back, and he's doing a curtain call here in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Brown's Auto Collision. And there he is right there. He's a legend in his own mind, that Zach Abrams is, and he is my grandson, and I'm very proud of him. One of these days, he's going to be a broadcaster extraordinaire. He'll be that one day. Once I'm long gone. So anyway, Fayetteville trailing 22-0. This quarter brought to you by Brown's Auto Collision, the old Birmingham Highway in Sylacauga. Quarterback keep, and big run by Carmichael. He's just determined he's going to remain on his feet, and he's headed to the end zone. What a touchdown run.
Carmichael takes it for a touchdown.
You got that right.
Right when I get back.
Look at this, Zach.
And BB Comer extends their lead.
Carmichael just kept churning those legs, didn't he?
Yep.
Big touchdown for Devonte Carmichael. So it's 28-0. Brown's Auto Collision on the old Birmingham Highway. One of our great sponsors. That's Tommy Brown. Tommy Brown builds guitars too. Did you know that? He does. He's a great artist and singer and all that kind of stuff. BB Comer going for 2 right here. And here's the big guy. He just lowers his shoulder and bouncing in the end zone is Chris Garrett. 28-0. BB Comer with the lead. We'll be back with more from Legion Stadium in just a second. 30-0. BB Comer with the lead over Fayetteville.
Now offering Tempur-Pedic's newest Pro Breeze cooling mattress. Cooler when you lie down, cooler when you fall asleep, and cooler all night long. Wellness spaces are also available. Visit King's Mattress Gallery, downtown Sylacauga today, your local Sealy and Tempur-Pedic retailer.
Kickoff to saving a set of Honda Sylacauga.
Save all month long on a new 2020 Honda Civic from $21,300 or just $294 a month. $294 a month. Or rates as low as 0.9% APR financing for up to 60 months. Plus, get up to $4,000 over Kelly Blue Book value on your trade when you upgrade to a new Honda.
The right people, a better customer experience, and nobody beats our bottom line price. Nobody.
Sarah Honda of Sylacauga.
Ed Hardiscap seriously loves Papa's hot honey chicken, and he's not lying.
Try. Like, it's a different type of sweet and spicy. This is actually fire. I'm not even lying.
Get our new hot honey chicken with a side and a biscuit for only $5.
We're going to see Coach Fawcett play some younger guys here in the fourth quarter. A little smile on his face as we kick off with BB Comer leading 30-0 here in the fourth quarter. And stepping out of bounds on the kickoff return.
Camden Keith.
Wolves, and that's Keith. Keith had a pretty good game, Zach.
He has.
Coach Fawcett, one of those guys that you really like to see succeed because he worked so hard. He started his head coaching job career at Winterboro High School. Moved over to Childersburg and then went down to Smith Station and came back here to BB Comer, where he's been now. This is his third year, and the most successful year that he's had. And he loves these kids, good Christian guy. He and Coach Limbaugh both. He just love to see them succeed, and BB Comer doing that tonight, leading 30-0 over Fayetteville.
Fayetteville really needs to start playing better if they want to kick back in this game.
Quarterback rolling out and sacked from behind. BB Comer sacking the quarterback, and that's that old big guy again. We call his name a lot of times tonight for BB Comer, and that's Odom.
He has really played a factor in this game.
He's coming after him, isn't he?
Yep.
Brown's Auto Collision on the old Birmingham Highway in Sylacauga. Tommy Brown, if you got a vehicle that's been dinged or been up or wrecked, Tommy Brown can make it look like new. Check it out. Brown's Auto Collision on the old Birmingham Highway in Sylacauga. 11:01 to go. BB Comer is showing pressure again. Stepping up in the pocket, throwing down the field, and is incomplete.
A little overthrown.
Pacey DeLoach going all the way at quarterback.
And he was throwing it to Kason Bryant, I believe. Number 3.
Incomplete. 10:50 to go in the football game. BB Comer 30, Fayetteville nothing. Appreciate all of our sponsors being a part of high school football tonight. You know, I can hear the train just on the way.
I can too.
Great drop back, throwing incomplete. The receiver went inside, the pass went outside. That'll bring up fourth down.
The pass is incomplete.
So Fayetteville trailing 30-0 with a fourth down here with 10:44 to go in the game. You know, they went for it earlier, so don't be surprised if they go for it here. It's homecoming for the BB Comer Tigers, and so far, so good for the Tiger faithful.
I bet Tigers fans have been really, really happy tonight.
Yeah. High snap, he pulls it down, kicks it out, a little pressure.
Almost blocked.
But it's a nice punt, and it's going to be picked up on the run. And slipping a couple of tackles, this might be problems, but that may be a block in the back there. And that is DeLeon Welch with a punt return. And Ox Foundation Solutions, man, we appreciate them being a part. Thanks to Kevin Weber and the folks there. They've been partnering with us all year, last year too. We appreciate them so very, very much here on WOTM Television. That is Ox Foundation Solutions. Let's see if we get a different quarterback in here now. Not sure, but Oop, it is Carmichael still hanging in there.
Played a great game.
He has. Carmichael with a long touchdown run earlier.
Hands it off.
Yep, that is Rafael Johnson. That's your guy.
That's the beast.
You named him last year.
Johnson picks up 3 yards. Tackled by Richie.
B.B. Comer with a lot of talent on this team, a lot of athleticism, and a lot of youth still. Second down. Firing off the football pretty good, and that leaves a little seam for Johnson, who turns the corner, now steps out of bounds. He'll pick up the first down.
The beast picks up the first.
First down. You know, Lori Darling's, they got 2 locations, Fayetteville and over at Darling's Up to Par. That's at Coosa Pines Golf Club. You don't have to be a member of the golf club either to go over there and eat. We love eating around here, so you can eat at either place. Lori Darling's.
Comer penalized for illegal block.
B.B. Comer penalized for an illegal block at the 43-yard line.
And it back to the beast.
Yeah, and Fayetteville is all over it too. He looked like a ping pong ball then, as he was hit from several different directions. And one thing about the Wolves, they do not quit. That's Brady Ritchie, the senior 5'10", 185-pounder, the linebacker, and they hit you to the final whistle every time, every game.
Brady has really been a good player in this game. Had some really good moments.
We wind the clock in. 9:25 to go. B.B. Comer 30, Fayetteville nothing. B.B. Comer homecoming crowd will be happy tonight.
Takes the snap, hands it off.
He goes for 4 or 5 yards on the carry, and again, that's that running back who can break one any minute, but he just hadn't broke a big one tonight. Rafael Johnson, he's a senior, and he has totaled some yards in the last 3 years at B.B. Comer.
He has been a really, really great player on their team.
And Coach Fawcett talks about him, talks about needing to get better, needing to protect the football better. He's fumbled once tonight and lost it.
Other than that, pretty good stats.
Yeah, Carmichael on the run to throw, and that's not something that they do really well. DeLeon Welch, intended receiver, incomplete. His favorite target is his brother, James Carmichael. Clock stops, 8:30 to go. You know, we mentioned about Brown's Auto Collision, Tommy Brown. I was over there just a few days ago, and they're never without work. I mean, there's so many people use Tommy Brown. The insurance companies work well with them, and they just do a great job. They got all this equipment in there, and they know how to use that equipment to repair your vehicle. That's Brown's Auto Collision on the old Birmingham Highway in Sylacauga. Fayetteville's got a timeout. We'll slip one in as well. B.B. Comer leading the Wolves by a score of 30-0. We're at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. We're back in just a minute.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong.
I'm Alan Parnell of the Parnell Insurance Agency. For 28 years, we've provided our clients in Alabama and Georgia with home, automobile, life, business insurance, and surety bonds. Our Oxford personal line staff is Michelle, Christy, Elisa, and Ty. Our Oxford administrative staff is Alan, Amber, Carrie, and Ty. We invite you to come to one of our offices in Oxford, Alabama or Tallapoosa, Georgia, and discuss your insurance needs with one of our insurance professionals.
Back at Legion Stadium and almost intercepted. Pass off the hands of the intended receiver. Pacing to Loach. Still having a little trouble with wet foot. B.B. Comer will improve on the season to 6-1. Best start for B.B. Comer in a long time.
They've had a great game.
Yep.
Takes
the Loach, looks almost sacked, rolls away from pressure. He's on the run, squares and throws deep down the field. It is incomplete.
Intended receiver was Zeke DeLoach.
Incomplete.
We were talking about Coach Limbaugh a little bit earlier, and that cow attack that almost took his life 2 years ago. And if his wife hadn't been there, the cow probably would have killed him. And it took a long time for him to recover. He's recovered fully now, but that was a very, very scary situation for Coach Limbaugh. And he had dealt with this cow for a long time, but this time the cow won.
Takes the snap, rolls out.
Throws, and like you throwing that one, will slip out of his hand.
I can throw better than
understand,
that.
I understand.
I mean, he probably can throw better since he's more trained.
Wet football.
That's been the key. It's just football's been really slippery and wet.
Coach Limbaugh is the pastor down at Fayetteville United Methodist Church, where he's been for many years. And he is well thought of in the community of Fayetteville and Sylacauga and Childersburg. And he is his family's beloved, and he is just a wonderful, wonderful human being, and cares about his players. Fayetteville will punt here. Good snap, kick out, end over end kick that gets a good Wolf roll, and it'll go inside the 20-yard line. Opelika and Leah Montgomery tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Get your morning started off with us as we've got Alabama High School Athletic Association high school football. You're on WOTM from Crampton Bowl. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Opelika and Lee of Montgomery, brought to you by Ox Foundation Solutions. Back fourth quarter action, 7:56 remaining in this one. B.B. Comer on top by a score of 30-0. They didn't have the homecoming parade or anything like that due to COVID-19, but it's still homecoming. Here's the quarterback keeper with Carmichael. Carmichael steps out of bounds.
Pretty good game there.
Yeah. And, you know, the COVID deal with, I know Zach is in the 5th grade, and he's been going to school 2 days a week. But the announcement yesterday that they were going to increase it now, get more kids back in school, and what?
4 days a week.
October 26th or 27th, you start 4 days a week.
I'm excited.
I know you are. I know you are. Your Meme is excited too.
She sure is.
Yeah. Handoff inside.
That's the beast.
Yep, he gets 4 or 5 yards.
Now, it's not necessarily a nail biter, but hey, you never know.
Zach, one of those kids that likes going to school, and with the COVID has kind of calmed that down, so he's got 2 days, and he's got 4 days now, and according to Dr. Seegers, they're looking at the first of the year to get everybody back in school. That'd be a good thing.
My favorite period's lunch.
Oh, yeah, I bet it is.
Keeps it, gets sacked.
What a big hit by the Fayetteville defense.
That is 75.
Yep.
And that is Henry Barrett there on the sack.
He just wrapped him up too, didn't he?
Faked the handoff. Then it was a little struggle to take him down, but eventually he got him.
That's how you make a tackle. Hang on.
Yep.
Don't let him go. 6:30 to go. B.B. Comer up 30-0 over the Fayetteville Wolves. But no homecoming parade. They did have the homecoming court, and And so that's always good. Clock running. Carmichael with the snap. He's going to throw it out here.
There's a screen.
And it's caught, but boy, Fayetteville they still are a hard hitting football team.
There on the reception is Cortez Harris.
And putting the bonnet on him
on the tackle.
Was Dakota Ogle. And he put the bonnet in the shoulder pads the way it's supposed to be done.
Dakota has really played a factor in this game.
He does. He has. Here's B.B. Comer with Richard Weed coming in the football game at tailback. Weed is a freshman. Oh, no, actually he's an 8th grader. He's in for the punt. And a low, wobbly punt that takes a B.B. Comer roll.
Inside the 40.
Continues to go inside the 30.
And it will stop about the 25.
Oh, 75 yards to go for the Wolves as they trail by a score of 30-0. And Coach Limbaugh bringing his offense back out with Pacey DeLoach, who's gone all the way at quarterback tonight. I was talking with Coach Limbaugh. You know, they're in volleyball season now too, and their basketball team will be starting real soon as well. So a lot of sports going on for these athletic directors, and it's money. You lose games when you don't have your gates, and they've got had been a couple of games that Fayetteville hadn't had a gate this year. But Coach Limbaugh said, hey, that community is so giving, we haven't felt it. So that is a good thing.
Takes a snap, DeLoach hands it off.
Both hands on the football. That's the way you like to see it.
That is Luke White.
Luke's a little slow getting up, but he does get up. He's a senior, 5'10", 165 pounds.
Luke White picks up 7 yards.
Rounds Auto Collision on the old Birmingham Highway in Sylacauga brings you fourth quarter action of Fayetteville B.B. Comer football. Appreciate our many sponsors. Gosh, we've got a whole lot of them tonight. We're thankful to have them all aboard with us here for this high school football game. Little running room for Richie. The clock continues to wind down. Now it's stopped. 4:24 to go in the football game.
Brady Ritchie, the 5'10", 185-pounder senior.
Tackle made by Price.
And that clock moves. That's an first down for the Fayetteville Wolves. Fayetteville, a beautiful, beautiful community, and it's growing by leaps and bounds down in that area. And we've got all the golf course down there and all that kind of stuff on the lake, and a lot of people moving toward the Fayetteville, Talladega Springs area.
Takes a snap. Looks to throw. He throws a deep ball and almost interception. Is that a catch?
All right, let's see.
If so, that is amazing.
That's Barrett. Barrett, let's
take
see.
Oh my goodness. That is a catch.
Well, I don't know. He may have let that out of his hand there, but anyway, it looked good. It looked good. Would you throw the red flag out there and challenge that, Zach?
I would.
Let's see it again. He got his hand under it. He goes to the ground, and the angle there looks like it may have hit the turf, though. So the official's on it, and it's an incomplete pass.
Throw the red flag. He deserves that. Oh, batted down. That is number 51. And that is Chris Wilson there, the left tackle.
He's just a 9th grader, Zach. Chris Wilson.
Wow.
Got them big hands up there and slapped it down.
Great play there by Chris.
Clock is stopped. 3:38 to go. B.B. Comer 30, Fayetteville nothing. DeLoach gonna load up again. Got time, throws, caught, and stepping out of bounds after the reception. Nice throw and catch by the Wolves there.
That is Pacey DeLoach to Zeke DeLoach.
DeLoach to DeLoach.
The 5'7", 125 pounder.
A nice catch on the sideline.
Yep. That's a toe tapper.
That's a Fayetteville first down.
3:31 remaining in this one.
It's a little toe drag swag.
So what?
Toe drag swag. It's an AM first down.
Your third quarter rejuvenated you, didn't it?
Kind of did.
Pitch on the corner. Not much as B.B. Comer closes the door in a hurry.
That.
Oh, you may have went over to King's Mattress Gallery and took a little nap while you were off. They're right here across from the TV station, King's Mattress Gallery, where you can find your perfect sleep. Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and we're glad to have all these sponsors with us tonight.
The best thing about it is you don't even have to buy them. You can just sleep there.
There you go. I wouldn't recommend that too often.
Yeah, don't do that, people at home.
30-0. Low snap, and whistles blow.
We have a flag on the field.
The officials tell us all about it. Offside on the offense. Wow, don't see that very often. Must have lined up offside. It was a lineman or something. 2:44 to go in this one, and we'll wrap it up for you. B.B. Comer with a 30-0 lead over the Fayetteville Wolves. Homecoming a success for the Tigers tonight. Handoff, 4 or 5 yards there.
For number 3 there, that is
Jason
Bryant.
Zach Murphy again on the tackle for the Tigers. Zach Murphy, he's one of those guys that he's soft-spoken, but he's in on a lot of tackles for this Tiger football team, linebacker.
That's very true. He's a great player.
B.B. Comer will improve to 6-1 on the year. Fayetteville will fall to 2-5.
Pretty much a blowout.
Well, it was close first half, and B.B. Comer got a touchdown in the third quarter. He throws on the run, and it's a nice catch.
Good catch in double coverage. That is number 12. That is Cadence Barrett.
Pacey DeLoach threw against his body, and he took a hit as he released the football. He is a tough player.
That's an AM first down.
Clock moving, and 1:20 to go in the game. There's one thing for sure, Pacey DeLoach, he probably need one of those Tempur-Pedic mattresses at night for him to sleep on.
Yeah, that's true. He's taking a beating. Takes the snap, looks to throw.
Plenty of time, and loads up and lets it go. Got a man open on the sideline, out of bounds, 30-yard line.
That is Zeke DeLoach. They have been, Zeke DeLoach is really his main target tonight. Zeke DeLoach, the 5'7", 125 pounds sophomore.
Tommy Brown, that Brown's Auto Collision on the old Birmingham Highway in Sylacauga. You just go by. Tommy's a great Christian guy, and he's going to treat people right. He'll treat you right. If you got problems with an automobile that's been in a wreck, or a truck that's been in a wreck, or an SUV's been in a wreck, Tommy Brown can fix it up just like it's new. We'll take a break right here as B.B. Comer leads Fayetteville by a score of 30-0 as we be back after this.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Hello, I'm Taylor Sloan with the City of Oxford, with a word about one of our city's most precious resources, water. Clean water enriches our lives in so many ways, but we cannot afford to take it for granted. Remember, every time you pour something unnatural down the drain or in the environment, and every time you litter, our beautiful lakes and creeks suffer. Our city is beautiful. Let's all join together to keep it that way. Stop pollution where it starts, and help protect our waters for life.
Back at Legion Stadium, fourth quarter action as whistles blow before we can get the play developed. And the official is going to tell us all about it. It's offside against B.B. Coleman.
59 seconds left in the game. B.B. Comer leads Fayetteville 30-9.
Don't forget, after the game, we've got highlights of tonight's action. Coach Fawcett, he's taking his headset off. Victory is in sight. Playing a lot of younger kids now. He's in his third year at B.B. Comer, Coach Adam Fawcett. He's a happy man tonight.
He's got a reason to be. His team has played amazing. Deloach slips, and that will be inside the third.
Pacey Deloach, he's a great athlete, a fine young man. And B.B. Comer takes the time out. I think they'll get some more players on there. And Randy Jinks, one of our sponsors, Untitled County probate judge, proud supporter of the area high school athletics. And Rick Morris, another one of these gentlemen who make this game possible. Logistics management consultant Rick is in Alabama and Georgia, proudly supporting high school football. Logistics with integrity is Rick Morris. Also, Donahue Physical Therapy right here on West Fort Williams and Sylacauga. Your aches and pains, see Ben or the rest of the gang over at Donahue Physical Therapy in Sylacauga. And King's Mattress Gallery, Thermopedic, Sealy, and all that kind of stuff, where you find your perfect sleep. It's King's Mattress Gallery. That's where Zach napped a little while ago.
And remember my advice.
And Community Funeral Home, Charles Wood, Charles C. Woods, 511 Edgewood Drive for pre-need or post-need. We service with love and understanding pre-need or at-need funeral services. It is Community Funeral Home. And Ben Robbins, fresh ideas, bold leadership, and he's a true conservative too. The State House is the next stop for Ben Robbins. Just a few seconds left to go in this one as Coach Fawcett getting more players out on the field to get a little playing time. And running away from pressure and throwing on the run. Pass complete, but a penalty flag is down in the Tiger secondary.
Pass complete to Luke White, but there is a flag. 38 remains in the game.
See what that penalty is. It's in the Tigers secondary. It may be against the Tigers for holding or something like that. Not sure. But I am sure about this. B.B. Comer with a 30-0 lead. It is holding against the Tigers. When you get a quarterback on the run like that, sometimes you just grabbing a receiver as he goes by, and Coach Fawcett says, come on, let's get this game done. Getting late. Coach Fawcett's got two boys that are growing up, and he loves spending time with them, and he's very involved with the devotional group with his coach's Bible study and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I talked to him today early this morning. He was in a Bible study then with his coaches. So he's a good guy, as is Coach Limbaugh, and both of these guys have great programs at their respective schools. So deep in Tiger territory at about the 14-yard line of the Fayetteville Wolves with 38 seconds to go. They'd love to get on the board here, Zach.
They sure would. They're in the Sarah Red Zone.
That's right, Sarah Automotive Red Zone. You check out that Honda Accord sitting in that showroom at Sarah Honda today. Man, that thing is gorgeous.
I hadn't seen it yet, but I bet it's pretty.
Looking to throw. Throwing into the corner, up for grabs, incomplete.
Almost an interception. Slips out of Cortez Harris's hands.
Yep. He ought to have that. He kind of twisted, contorted, couldn't get around to intercept it. 28 seconds to go. Many of the fans is headed to the house for this wet homecoming at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. It's rained most of the night. It's stopped for a little while now, looks like. So here we go with 28 seconds to go in the football game. 30-0 BB Comer with a second down for the Wolves. Throwing into the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown.
They will get a touchdown in the game. That is great to his brother, I believe, Zeke Deloach.
Yep. So there's no quit in this Fayetteville football team. And Pace Deloach put it on the rope too. And it is 30-6 now. Point after.
They're not going to go for 2. And it is up and good.
So, with
22 seconds remaining.
22.5 seconds left to go, 22.5. It's 30-7. You think an onside kick is coming, Zach?
I mean, it's a little too late for that.
You got to go with the onside kick. You never stop coaching, right?
Well, that's true.
So, BB Comer will improve their season record to 6-1. It will fall to 2-5, and this will effectively knock the Wolves out of any aspirations of playoffs for the year. BB Comer will keep their playoff hopes alive. We've got Randolph County down the line that they're going to have to deal with. Coach Limbaugh, he never stops thinking, never stops coaching. Even though the game is out of reach, he's always plotting strategies to help his football team.
That is very true. He is a great coach if I've ever seen one.
He counts all the players on the field to make sure there's 11, not 12, not 10, but 11. (30-7). BB Comer leading Fayetteville with 22.5 seconds left to go. We've been playing these last few seconds for about 10 minutes here. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Tommy Brown onside kick is coming. You can tell.
Here we go.
Well, Tommy Brown missed that one.
That's a deep onside kick.
Yeah, it was.
And he's going to return it to
42-yard line. He almost broke that one out at the end of the stadium. BB Comer's going into their victory setup and their victory formation.
After that onside kick.
Yeah, well, that was what was in my ear.
I think it was a fake onside kick.
Probably.
I don't know if they exist, but they just invented it.
We'll just say this is Tommy Brown.
Yep.
Appreciate all of our sponsors there. We're going to go through those in just a bit, but a little over 16 seconds to go. This should be the final play of the football game as BB Comer celebrates our homecoming tonight by beating the Fayetteville Wolves by a score of 30-7. It's win number 6 of the season for Coach Adam Bassett and his BB Comer Tigers, and very successful homecoming for them tonight. They were expected to win this football game, though Fayetteville played them hard, 14-0 at halftime. The Tigers win it by a score of 30-7. You see the two coaches talking at midfield. Appreciate our sponsors. Let me go to them right quickly. All of those sponsors, we appreciate you so much. BB Comer Alumni Association, of course, Dixie Drug with our starting lineups, Community Funeral Home, Donahue Physical Therapy, Ben Robbins for State House, Transportation Management Co-op, Rick Morris. Of course, sponsors like the Lily on Broadway in Sylacauga. Philip Morris, couldn't have done this without Philip tonight. Barber City Pharmacy, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sarah Automotive, Randy Jinks, and so many others made it all possible. And we've got a winner tonight with the B.B. Comer Tigers as they ease past the Fayetteville Wolves by a score of 30-7. Zach, thanks for sitting in with us tonight. You did a good job. We got, you see Coach Fawcett talking post-game, and here's some of the Tiger highlights as they win this one by a score of 30-7 over the Fayetteville Wolves. And B.B. Comer improves to 6-1 on the season. The Ox Foundation High School Game of the Week on WOIL television. We appreciate you joining us tonight. Hope to see you again down the road. B.B. Comer 30 and Fayetteville 7.